Welcome. In front of me I have the XIAOMI Black Shark Pad 7 Pro, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the parameters, some specifications, build quality, and give you my thoughts and opinions as I go throughout, basically a first impressions. Okay, so getting into this is basically about a $200 device, €200 device. So it is more or less an affordable tablet. And if this is correct, this is actually a pretty impressive battery life of over 200 hours of battery life. Sheesh. Anyway, so getting straight into this, we are presented with something that just seems like the cheapest piece of shit you will see. This is packaging quality of devices that I see that are basically like, you know, the just repackaged, same device, just different brand bullshit from AliExpress kind of thing. So it comes with the case, again, one that I have seen many times. Typically, I see it with something like Blackview, which isn't necessarily a good statement, I would say. Same kind of packaging as that Blackview. The only thing that it's missing is space for a piece of shit pen slash little stylus kind of thingy thing that is, you know, the $1 AliExpress special. So yeah, now we get some stickers, which big whoop, we get a space for a charger that is not included. We get some Black Shark manual, SIM ejector, or not SIM ejector, but SD card ejector, and a Type-C to Type-C. Oops. There we go. Cable for charging, and well, that's about it. So let me just eat that crap to the ground. Here we have a case, and again, one more special is the fact that it comes with pre-applied screen protector, which is fine. It's not peeled, and these are so abhorrent that I hope... Oh, nope, it already has crap under it. Okay, fantastic. So, just to kind of show this close up, that's the quality that we're kind of looking at. Awesome. Let me just push this massive air bubble out. I'm surely not getting these out from the corners, as they literally have dust. These ones, yep, these ones also have some shit under them. So yeah, these are staying here. For usability, this screen protector that comes pre-applied right here is awful. They might as well not have included it at all, as it's something that if it looks the same way for you, you're just going to remove it and throw it out because it's going to be pissing you off. The case right here, like I mentioned, AliExpress special, again, just a silicone case, nothing special. It's one, like I said, that literally has the same kind of thing with Blackview devices. So yeah, moving on, let's boot it up. And even in terms of how this device feels, it honestly feels like these Blackview tablets. It has the same feel, same kind of cheap bullshit kind of feeling to it, even though the literal back right here, other than this, is aluminum. Which it's kind of funny that this is still feeling cheap with... Oh great, it's also discolored. Now this is something that I won't be able to show you on camera, as the camera usually struggles with like catching this, but right here, when it comes into LCD displays, sometimes what you might experience, and why is my white balance completely out of whack? Did some dipshit here change this to automatic? Oh my god, what a bunch of stupid retards. Anyway, so you'll have to deal with the reddish kind of tint to it because the actual background or the tablet itself has a weird tint to it, so it's messing up the camera, and some moron changed it to auto. But in any case, something that you won't be able to see is that right here, right where the bezel ends and the screen begins, there is a little bit of a brighter area, and then you have this like weird hue of this dimmer kind of area on the display. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. I tend to see this with LCD displays, and for that matter cheaper ones as well. Okay, let's do a quick setup. If someone told me that this is a Xiaomi device, honestly, I would not believe this. Typically, I tend to consider Xiaomi to be relatively good. This feels like a piece of shit. Now, mind it, refresh rate here is good, but that's probably the only thing that is going to be good here. And it's an LCD display, 120 Hz refresh rate, 11 inches in size with a resolution of 1200 by 1900. So it has some positives, but it has some negatives. It's okay resolution, though a little bit more, maybe even on a lower end, considering it puts it at 204 pixels per inch. It's not necessarily the best. The brightness at 420 nits, nice. Is also on the lower end, I would say. It is an LCD, so I guess I shouldn't be expecting like super high brightnesses right here. And the lack of AMOLED display or OLED one is a bit of a mystery to me. Now, it is a 200 euro device, so maybe that shouldn't be a mystery to me, but considering how much this device skimps out on everything, I don't see a reason for this to exist at this price point. So I'm gonna get into this a little bit more in a moment, but let's finish up overview of this one. So inside right here we get a 8800 milliampere battery, which is pretty decent, but for a tablet I would say it's on the lower end. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, and the storage type right here that is being used is 2.2. A bit dated. Micro SD card support, so you can expand it past that 256, which is very helpful for something that is supposedly a gaming tablet, as Black Shark was a gaming brand. Now it's basically a dropshipping brand by the looks of it. And it's being powered by a Helio G100 processor. It's not the best one. It's pretty shit, to be completely honest. And camera wise, if you care about that, selfie is a 8 megapixel that does 1080p 30 frames, while the back one has 13 megapixels and 2 megapixels. It's not even labeled what they are, but one will be wide and the other one will be bullshit. And again, 1080p 30 frames. So at $200, you're getting an absolute hunk of junk, to be honest. It is horrible. And this is something that is labeled as Pro, 7 Pro, which essentially means that they had 7 tries to make this good. And at the 7th attempt of releasing this, this is supposedly the Pro. There is also not a Pro version and an SE. Boy oh boy, can't I wait to get to those. Now, the reason I'm being kind of all pissy and moany about this in a way is because Xiaomi themselves releases phones that are much better than what we have right here. And to get into this, the phones that I'm referring to will be the Xiaomi X8 Pro, which will be a little bit more expensive. Now, for gaming purposes, this is not a gaming tablet. It is by name, not by specifications, not even close. So I just want to give you a bit of a comparison to what you get at not that much of a different price. Well, let me actually just like make sure what we're looking at. So okay, so this is about 1000 PLN and about like, I don't know, $50 more gets you the X8 Pro Poco Xiaomi. So for just a bit more, if you want to enjoy actually playing games on your tablet, because I mean, Black Shark, come on, you might as well go for a phone. Believe me, it's going to be a much better experience than what we have right here, because literally everything on that phone is going to be better, without a doubt. Battery wise, it's going to be smaller, but considering the size difference, I would say it's bigger. So the phone has a 6,500 milliampere battery and it's a 6.6 inches in size as a display. Well, this is 11 inches, so little below double the size, and it has 8.8 thousand milliampere battery. I would have expected to have over a 10,000 right here. Now, processor in that phone is a Dimensity 8500 Ultra, 8 to 12 gigabytes of RAM, 256 to half a terabyte of storage. That is much faster than we would have right here. We have better cameras, better build quality, better IP ratings, better display, better refresh rates, better certifications. Yeah, whatever you name it, it's better. So, like I was saying before, this just feels like a drop shipping device. It even looks like it. It looks like the typical Blackview tablet that you would get for a little bit less than this even. Specification wise, it's basically equivalent to that Blackview tablets as well. So I don't know if Xiaomi decided to just kind of give up on their Black Shark brand and just, I don't know, sell the rights to someone to pump out this piece of shit and the other ones that I have right here, or did they consciously, which is even worse, make this themselves? But regardless of what they decided, it doesn't really matter. This is a pretty bad device, I would say. And if you want a good device, unfortunately, I know I'm kind of giving you an example of buying a phone when you're looking for a tablet. And yeah, that is kind of stupid. I'm going to acknowledge that, to be completely honest. But you get to pay extra for tablets. And these tablets are awful. Alternatively, what you could do, which would be also still a better option, is look for a used, for instance, Galaxy Tab from Samsung. Now, I might dislike Samsung, but just because I dislike them doesn't mean that I can't acknowledge the fact that their Galaxy Tabs are generally pretty good. Definitely better than we have right here. And when looking at a used market, you can obviously save some money and potentially get something at the same price that is going to outperform this, even though it's several years old. The only downside is the security patches that you'd be losing, as this being a relatively new device released in March of 2026 will basically have at least 3 years of security patches that are literally forced onto this device because of the European Union, I think. So if you don't mind that, if you don't plan to do any kind of like things that will require security on the tablet after it loses it completely, meaning the used one, which would happen earlier than this. So if you don't do banking on your tablet or anything associated with your, accounts that would actually have any value, honestly, it would be a pretty good option. And like I said, if the size isn't necessarily something that you mind that much, get a phone. It's going to basically do the same thing, just much better. And the only reason why I'm recommending a phone is because from the name. If it's a gaming device, it's going to do gaming absolutely abhorrently. And at least previously, Black Shark implied specifically gaming brand. This has no gaming features. There is nothing here that would imply that this is designed for games, other than the name itself. It doesn't even have the Black Shark space by the looks of it. Yep. I don't see even the Black Shark space right here, which previously was accessible to basically launch games and allow them to run a little bit faster. That's missing here. You don't have the buttons to, for like triggers on the sides of the device as well. So a bit of a mishap as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a good tablet itself, then maybe look for other one. This one honestly under delivers and everything, specifically the performance department. It is a G100 Helio processor, which not the best one, not even close. And the device just feels like a drop shipping tablet. Chances are you can probably go to AliExpress, search for a tablet with this processor, and find something that is branded with a different name that looks identical to this, and it will have the same specifications. So anyway, that's my take on this, and it could be potentially a little bit stupid to, like I said, recommend phones instead, but if you are open to this for specifically gaming purposes, then I would recommend that X8 Pro. But otherwise, maybe look for a used Galaxy Tab from Samsung. That would get you a better user experience for it, with a tablet specifically, with a better display that will look much nicer, and just better system and build quality. So anyway, that's about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.